What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 220 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Talks, and joining me, as always, is J Mac Gaming.
Hey, Chad, welcome to the biggest show of the July month. All right, we're here at Unforgiven 1999, and Chad, this might be a show. This is gonna be a show, Chad. Our big main event of the night: Owen Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that might sound like an insane main event to just by itself, but we have The Rock as the special guest referee. Someone who's not allowed to challenge for the world championship until Owen Hart loses the belt. And now he holds that very same fate in his own hands. Chad, what do you think is going to happen tonight?
I think we are going to see a new world champion.
Let's find out. Let's start the show. We start off with the only pre-show of the night, and I booked it in Yankee Stadium, even though I told Chad
60.
Mystico has a 66 in-ring, bro.
Wow.
Mystico is buzzing out there. Mystico gets the win in 7:53 with the 619, of course. His patented move.
I like that you booked it in New York, though. I like that.
I didn't mean to book it in Yankee Stadium. I told you I was booking it. I didn't want to do it, and I just forgot to switch it. It's on me. We start... New York. Let's start off Vince McMahon in the middle of the ring and welcoming the crowd here at Yankee Stadium to Unforgiven. And the only thing it's because it's Unforgiven. It's a B show. I'm in 55,000 people right here, and I didn't want that. That's, I think, frustrating for me, but it is what it is, Jen. We move on to the opening match of the night for the WWF Intercontinental Championship. Triple H versus the leader of Team WCW, Booker T. And they have a great match. 14 or about 15 minutes long. Back and forth. Booker T. Triple H hits him with the spine buster, and he's about to set him up for the pedigree. But out comes most of Team WCW. Bitch Bigelow. Big Bitch Man, Scott Norton, Stash and Stud, Chushin Liger. They're all out there to help their man, their leader, win the belt. And they actually do. They distract Triple H enough. Booker T hits him with a kick and then hits him with the Harlem Hangover. And Booker T is your new Intercontinental Champion, Chad.
I mean, it's tough to get past those numbers. You know what I mean? Like the numbers. That was just a textbook numbers game win. But good for Booker T.
The numbers do not lie, and when it's 1 on 7,
to rely on former WCW guys to make your show good. I get it.
Well, your world champion on one of your shows is Ahmed, so let's not cool it.
The other one's Goldberg.
I only have one show. Booker T, your new Intercontinental Champion, and after the match, you know he's got to celebrate with a 69.
Nice.
We move on to the Cruiserweight Championship of the World. Ace Steel defends his Light Heavyweight Championship, He defends that Light Heavyweight Championship against the man who has been bothering Team TNA the last couple of weeks. Well, kind of last couple of months since he debuted at King of the Ring. It's Ultimo Dragon. And in a poor match. In what world? Ace Steel defeats Ultimo Dragon by count out. Count out, Chad. You want to know why?
Oh, no.
Because, again, the numbers game. PJ Black distracts the referee. Andrew Test Martin hits him with a power bomb. And that just takes out Ultimo Dragon. The rest of the boys in Team TNA or NXT or WCW were in the back, so they're already celebrating with Booker T. They didn't care about poor Ultimo Dragon, Chad.
No. Well, good for Ultimo Dragon. Fuck him.
We move on to the open challenge. Paul White and Jeff Jarrett are in the ring, and they are welcome, and they want a real challenge, Chad. They've beaten Truth Commission. They've beaten the Shining Stars. Hell, they've beaten the Brood. They want some real challengers. They want some real opponents. And we hear some familiar music we have not heard in, 6, 7, 8, 9 months. It's the Headbangers team. And out comes the Headbangers. We had Mosh number 2. We had regular Mosh get hurt for about a year, and Thrasher took over as Mosh number 2. So now we have both of them back, and they take on Jeff Jarrett and Paul White, and they lose in 12-24 when Paul White hits Mosh, the regular Mosh, with a choke slam. I got a 75, Chad.
Welcome back, Headbangers.
Welcome back. Fan favorite Mosh and Mosh number 2 on this series, for at least Raw. All right, Chad, we move on to the match I think I'm most excited for.
Okay.
Sorry, we have fireworks going on in the back. I'm watching them through my window. They're right there.
Is it a nice little fireworks show?
No, it sucks. It's like for 4-year-olds that swore for the first time and they're smiling about it and they can't. Mom's telling them, don't do it. But fireworks are going off. So they're like, damn. We have the King of the Ring rematch. Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle, Chad. We saw this match last month in the finals, and Kurt Angle wanting the rematch when they're both fit. You know, they're both didn't just battle 3 other dudes in one night to wrestle the finals. They want a clean slate, and that's what Kurt Angle wanted. He gets Eddie Guerrero. The winner will take on the winner of our main event tonight at SummerSlam. So there's a lot of stakes here at this next match.
A lot of stakes, but none of them are medium rare.
None of them are medium rare. In an exceptional match, Eddie Guerrero once again beats Kurt Angle in 2030 with a frog splash. Eddie, off his game, still gets an 88. Yes, I know the match needed better color commentary. Shout out Jim Cornette. Actually, no, don't shout out Jim Cornette.
The Jim Jam.
The Jim Jam. A hell of a match, Chad. 5-star in my book. But once again,
got an 89.
Eddie showing why he's the most dominant guy in this company, and why you should really look out for him at SummerSlam. He's got the biggest match of the night. Oh, sorry. Again, that one fucking went off in the air. All right, we move on to our co-main event. It's the European Championship match. Edge has been on a rampage ever since, the 1999 Rumble, where he turned on Christian and became kind of a single superstar. Since then, he's been on a rampage. He's won the European belt. And on the complete flip side, Mark Merrow, I feel like his life's kind of dipped in the other way, He was teaming with Steve Blackman, had a good run, and then his wife leaves him. And all of a sudden, his life is turned upside down. But
life got flipped, turned upside down.
But then King of the Ring comes on. He gets a big upset, I think, against Jeff Jarrett. And he just keeps moving on. He's in the final 8. He's at the pay-per-view. Mark Merrow against Edge right here. Can Mark Merrow cement what has been an unbelievable 1999 turnaround? Or can Edge continue his dominance, not only in the European division, but in the singles competition, just here on Raw? Eddie Guerrero, of course, celebrates in the ring afterwards, but here we go. Mark Merrow making his entrance, 69. Sick. Love to see that.
Sick.
Mark Merrow, Edge. In a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, Edge, once again, pins Mark Merrow with the leaping DDT and makes that defense number 2 of the European Championship, Chad.
Oh, poor Mark Merrow.
Poor Mark Merrow. Just once again, just a little not close enough, No,
not close enough.
And we move on to the main event of the night. It is Owen Hart. It is Stone Cold, Chad. Who you got? Pick him right now. You already did
Stone Cold at the beginning of the show.
But after the match, Christian Cage comes down and beats down Edge.
Oh man, a rivalry renewed.
Christian says, I'm sick of this. Ever since you turned your back on me, Edge, I've seen you dominate and become a single superstar. I've seen you in the programs. I've seen you on the trucks, in the garage. I've seen you on fucking commercials for the show. And I'm just sitting in the back. You made my girlfriend leave me, Edge. I'm just sitting there waiting for my shot, my opportunity. We were one of the best tag teams of 1998. And now I'm sitting here in catering, just waiting for my shot to show how gosh darn good I am compared to you and compared to anyone else in there in the back. Edge, I'm tired of waiting. I'm taking my shot. And at SummerSlam, I'm taking that fucking belt. So, Christian. Demanding Edge at SummerSlam, Chad. We move on to We're moving on to our main event. It is Owen Hart. It is Stone Cold. It is The Rock as your guest referee. And The Rock makes his entrance. He's got short shorts on and a regular ref shirt, but it's skin tight. He's baby boy oiled down to the core. He's looking shiny out there, Chad.
He's ready to go.
He's lathered up. The people's referee. Owen Hart makes his entrance. Steve Austin makes his entrance, and they get going. They have a hell of a match, Chad. But Owen Hart hits Stone Cold about 16 minutes in the match after back and forth. Hits him with a pile driver, right? Goes for the pin, and The Rock turns away. Rock's looking at the crowd.
Oh, that bastard.
That rat bastard. Owen Hart gets up. He's not happy. He fucking starts yelling at him. Stone Cold gets up slowly, hits him with a stunner. 1, 2, Owen Hart kicks out. Crowd pops. Crowd's heated for this match, Chad. Steve Austin he's confused on how that actually happened. He gets in The Rock's face. He's like, why don't you fucking fast count? You don't want him to win. What? You don't want him to win. What? Fast count him. The Rock's just starts jabbing back at Stone Cold. Just starts yelling at him. Owen Hart gets up, again hits him with a pile driver, and then taps him out with a sharpshooter. And Owen Hart taps out Stone Cold in 25-25. You can't turn away from a submission, Chad. If you tap out, the referee's got to call it. And I think that's The Rock's reasoning behind this, right? You can't turn your back away from an active submission. And that's how this match ends. Owen Hart taps out Stone Cold in 25-25. Most of the match, Owen Hart couldn't get a pin. Couldn't tap him out. And Owen Hart's like, if you're not gonna pin, if you're not gonna count, I'm just gonna tap him out. And he does that. And then after the match, he gets in Dwayne's face. Absolutely gets in him. Spits on him like Brett did to Vince. Just spits on him. And then Rock hits Owen Hart with a rock bottom. And Stone Cold gets up. And The Rock hits him with a rock bottom. And The Rock
standing tall.
Rock stands tall, grabs the belt, spits on the belt, gives the belt to Rock Bottom, and leaves.
The belt a rock bottom?
Gave the belt to Rock Bottom.
Oh man.
And that is Unforgiven in 87.
What is expecting the championship?
Well, he can't fight for it, so might as well, spit on.
Go with the Rock Bottom.
Giving a rock bottom. So that is your show right there. Unforgiven, 1999. Owen Hart. And then that confirms Owen Hart, Eddie Guerrero at SummerSlam, Chad. I think that might be the best match of the series.
That's going to be great.
There's no way. That 99 that Raven and Goldberg got is gross.
Yeah.
All right. That is Unforgiven. Guys, tune in. Thank you for tuning in for episode 220. Make sure you guys are here for episode 221, where the Bash of the Beach, I can assure you, will be just as good, if not a little worse, than this show right here. Thank you guys for all your support. Give a like, leave a comment.
Go Islanders!